I'm going to try and do this kind of video again. It's been a while since I actually showed my face. Anyway, the reason that I'm going to try is because there are a few things that have been popping up that are relatively new to me that I've learned in the last year about people with avoidant personality disorder that might actually be useful to other people, and it actually isn't just stuff that's happened in my life. So here's the first one. People ask all the time about what kind of job is best for somebody with avoidant personality disorder. Because it used to actually be part of the DSM that being underemployed was one of the diagnostic criteria for having avoidant personality disorder, because you avoid relationships, you avoid interacting with people. And I get, again, asked relatively often, what kind of job can somebody with avoidant personality disorder do? And something has come up. I mean, I heard about it a while ago and I thought, oh, this is bonkers. This is bonkers, but it's come up again and again. Because it seems so counterintuitive. Like, how can somebody do that? But I seem to have seen the light, and I seem to realize that, yeah, actually it's accurate, and it's a job that fits, that works. And that is basically any sort of service job where you're going out to multiple and seemingly random clients. So things like delivery jobs, or like one-off handyman type jobs, that sort of thing. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, how can you interact with all these different people every day? But you see, here's the thing, is you don't have repeat customers. So I understand there's different types of sort of manifestations of avoidant personality disorder. Nobody has the exact, thank God, nobody has every single one, I don't think, of the diagnostic criteria. And people are just different. And there's a lot of ways to split people up, but there's a lot of things where people seem pretty polarized. And one of the things is how you interact with people. There are the people who can only interact with family members and with close friends, and they're sort of like on the agoraphobic type range, let's put it that way. And then there are people that even their family, it's just torture to be around people because they feel like they've been judged for them, they remember everything they did wrong, and they're going to push it back into their face, and so they're better around complete strangers that they're never going to have to interact with again. And that's actually sort of the way I am. And a lot of it is my family dynamic, where nobody ever shuts up about everything, that I've supposedly done wrong, and they repeat it over and over and over again. And but I can interact with strangers. I mean, obviously I make videos. I feel very comfortable with going on these foreign trips to countries where I don't even speak the language. Yeah, it's right up my alley. I would like go to a movie by myself and be in a theater surrounded by people. I would, sometimes if I'm really craving people, I'll just drive through a busy area where there's people outside and walking around. And that sort of appeases the part of the avoidant personality disorder to be with people. So I would be a candidate, I think, for one of those types of jobs if I ever had a skill that was transferable in that way. Actually, kind of, I do, because I tutor. And I do very, very short-term tutoring. I'm talking like less than 6 lessons. I do sort of spot problem tutoring. I basically teach people how to learn the best way for them so that then they can learn on their own. But I couldn't be a long-term teacher because it would drive me crazy. I would have people that I was interacting with and get to know them on like a friendly basis. And that just wouldn't work for me. So it's just a suggestion for somebody who is just like, I can't do it. I can't, like, I mean, I actually have, my doctor has told me point blank, I am not allowed to work in an office ever again because of office politics and everything else that goes along with it. This is probably a wicked shaky video, sorry. I can't do that. So I need to not work with coworkers. So that sort of thing works for me, and it took me a really long time to sort of come around to the idea of it, because again, that makes no sense. You know, you can't interact with people, so like say you have to interact with 10 different clients in a day. Oh my God, are you kidding? Just like the idea of it, kill me now. But it works because you don't get the repeat problem with repeating customers. So I mean, it's a pain in the neck, so you've got to get clients. So I highly suggest that you work with a company that will send clients to you, which is what I do with my tutoring. I basically sign up as an available tutor, and there's my hand again, sorry. And I'm not used to this, sorry. I'll sign up as an available tutor, or I will look for people who are advertising the need, and that's how I get my clients. I'm not out looking for them myself. That would, no, I don't advertise myself. I don't know. So that's basically my spiel, and that's my suggestion. I'm kind of gobsmacked by it. Like I said, I sort of been doing it myself for quite a few years, but it just didn't connect that maybe that would be something that worked for other people. I thought it was like a quirky thing, and then I realized other people are doing the exact same type of thing, and it worked for them better than having a regular 9-to-5 job with regular employees that then they could feel like they were being judged. Also, the other thing of us having a job like that is a lot of times it's more time flexible. So then you can adapt it to when you're feeling okay with being around people. It's possible that you can only work say 3 days a week instead of 5 or something like that, or that maybe you could especially if you have like a quick turnaround schedule. On some people that would drive them crazy because they need a plan and they need to be prepared, and some people worrying about having to do this type of job or whatever actually makes it worse. So the smallest lead time possible is what works for them. And if that's the case, then you could really totally adapt and say, okay, Tuesday you wake up and you feel like garbage. Okay, I'm not going to take any jobs today. But then Thursday through Sunday you're feeling much better, and so you take jobs, something like that. So again, since this is new information to me, really, even though I've had it for a while, I just didn't believe it. It just didn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, so it can't be real. But you know what? A lot of things with avoidant personality disorder don't make sense, can't be real, or completely real. So here's a suggestion if you're looking for a type of job because you can't deal with working because you have this disorder. Bye.